subpoenas. They didn't discuss it today, but it's addressed in their motion.
Yes, before you get to that, can you address the allegation that the cell phone data was, I guess, purposefully erroneous as to the time that the phone was no longer reporting, which then relates to the supposed position of travel?
Right. Well, I don't know that I completely wrap my head around the defendant's logic in this.
I have to, so help me out.
Well, I still don't understand.
I understand her statement and her argument. I'm trying to understand your response.
I guess what was reported was the information known at the time that the probable cause affidavit was given.
By Detective Payne? Or by the
the
cast
information
member?
that he was given from.
This goes to my first question about imputed erroneous statements. So I understand the allegation in that regard, not necessarily to be that Detective Payne knew the statement was wrong, because I'm not sure there's evidence of that. But did the cast specialist know that there was a misinterpretation or an erroneous report?
I don't think that you have before you a sufficient proffer that proves that the cast specialist submitted false information. Apparently there's a difference in the handoffs of 7 minutes. At the end of the day, okay. No, I don't think it's incredibly material.
Is it material if you look at it in terms of where the phone was in that 7 minutes?
Well, it's material.
Going a direction different than what your affidavit says it was going, isn't that material?
The direction of travel, like, yes, I would say it was if it was found outside of Pullman. It was not. It was reporting to a tower in Pullman. This assumption assumes that cars can't change direction of travel. We're assuming that then the same cell phone, which was then turned off, isn't then also tied to the evidence where we do have information to believe a white sedan tied to Mr. Koberger is then found on surveillance. We're not talking about 7 minutes. We're talking about 7 minutes at 2:50 in the morning which is about an hour, approximately a little over an hour before the crimes occurred. I don't follow the logic that this 7 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes prior, proves that there's no way the defendant couldn't have traveled the 7 miles to Moscow, whether or not the car was pointed in a different direction or not. It's a leap for me. Does that answer?
Well, it's your answer, so.
Let's say it was. Let's say that it was exculpatory. Let's say it was materially that it was false. It was recklessly included. It wasn't, but let's say it was. Well, the magistrate still had enough information before her to grant probable cause for the arrest. So we still don't get to a Frank's hearing. Even if you want to make that leap.